Once again, our objective, I can divide polynomials. So by now, we don't need a prayer model, do we? No, Mr. Q. All right. We know what polynomials are. There they are. What I do want to do is revisit something that you love from elementary. Again, here it goes. You don't have to copy this. Just pay attention. Here it goes. Division. 46 divided by 2 is the same as 46 divided by 2 is the same as 46 divided by 2. Agree? Okay. However, the one we're going to focus on is long division, which is the one that you guys love, right? Here we go. 46 divided by 2. So writing utensils down, pay attention please. I'm going to go through the process one more time just to make sure I cover all the basics that we need. Because today it's dividing polynomials. Here it goes. Here goes the process. What number times 2 gives us 2? 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay? So, next step. To cancel this, we do what operation? Subtraction. What does that mean? That it makes this a positive 4 into a negative 4. So, that's why this is canceled. We bring down the next term, which is 6. Next, I ask the question again. What number times 2 gives me 6? 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Notice that it's a positive 6, right? But what is the process? We need to subtract, which makes this a negative. So what is 6 minus 6? 0. The 0 is what we know as remainder. You guys remember that? Okay. The answer that we got for the division is known as the quotient. The number inside of the division is known as the dividend. The number outside is known as the divisor. Now, for some of my students at the middle school, I did a little, and I'm all like, let me show you a baseball cap. Here's a baseball cap. Here's the I for the imperial. There it is. And this is known as the visor. This is known as divisor. Never mind. All right. So 4 different terms that we're going to be using. Yes? However, this is just simple mathematics. And I used to tell my 8th grade students, guys, this stuff you guys need to know. The mechanics, the whole mechanics, you guys need to know. Why? Because we get to this part. Copy this. Divide using long division. 3x cubed plus 22x squared plus 37x plus 10 divided by x plus 5. All right, so just copy it. I'm going to go one step at a time. You guys follow after that by copy, and then I'll ask you to put your pens down again, and then you'll do the next step. All right, here we go. So let's all set this up. This is the dividend. So I'm going to write 3x cubed plus 22x squared plus 37x plus 10 divided by x plus 5. All right? Okay, writing utensils down, here we go. So, we need to come up with a quotient. But the process is exactly the same as I explained it with numbers. Here it goes. Question. What number times x gives me 3x cubed? 3x to the second. Let's see. 3x to the second times x, that is 3x cubed. That is correct. However, this is how many terms? 2. So what is 3x squared times 5? 15x squared. Are we there so far? Now check. Here it goes again. I need to pay attention, guys. The question was, what number times the first term gives me this first term? 3x squared. So that times that is that. Okay, I got that. But we can't go without multiplying the second term. So 3x squared times 5 is 15x squared. What would be the next mechanic part of it? We subtract. What does that mean, Mr. Q? That it makes this a negative and this a negative. Therefore, what is 3x cubed minus 3x cubed? It cancels. What is 22x squared minus 15x squared? 7x squared. Copy that. All right. Are we there so far? All right. Just like any division, what's the next step? We bring down the next term. What's my next term? Positive 37x. And we ask the same question again. What number times this first term gives me this first term? So it's positive 7x. So 7x times x, that's 7x squared. What is 7x times 5? Positive 35x. So we need to do what? We need to do a subtraction, which is this is a negative and a negative. So we end up with 37 minus 35, that's 2x. Yeah. Do we have one more term to bring down? Yes, let's bring that down. Plus 10. So, what do we ask again? What number times the first term gives me the first term here, 2x? Positive 2. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 5, that's positive 10. We're going to subtract, which means this is a negative and this is a negative. So what do you guys notice? 2x minus 2x cancels, 10 minus 10 cancels. So what is our remainder? 0. So when they ask you to divide, what are they asking you for? This, which is our what? This is our quotient. That's it. Now, if you were to have a remainder, what would we do? We would write the quotient, and then remember in elementary, what would you write? R, and then the remainder. But in this case, you would put this in parentheses and the remainder after the parentheses. We'll get to one of those. All right? Now, check this out. What did we come up with? We came up with 2 factors. Look up. Here's my first factor, 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. If I multiply that times x plus 5, guess what it's going to give me? What we started with. That's why these are factors. Is it completely factor? No. We can still factor this one, but they're not asking us to do that. They're just asking us to do what? Divide. Yes. Yes, this is, you can write this and then just put 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 quotient. And if it has a remainder, then you put parentheses, and whatever the remainder next to it. All right? Let's do one together, yes? Yes. All right, here we go. Copy this one, example 1Q, lock your toolbar, and then afterwards you're going to send me that. There's some of you that you can go ahead of me. I think you already got this, but I'm going to go slow again with you guys so we can get the process, and then you'll do one completely by yourself. Here you go. All right, what's our dividend? 10x cubed, 31x squared plus x minus 6. So that goes inside 10x cubed plus 31x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. All right, so what number times this first term is equal to this first term? 10x squared, that is correct. 10x squared times x is 10x cubed. So we have a second term here, so 10x squared times 3, that's positive 30x squared. Subtract, which means this is a negative and this is a negative. So we're left with 1x squared and what do we do next? We bring down the next term. And we do the process one more time. What number times the first term is equal to this first term? Positive 1x. That is correct. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is positive 3x. Once again, what do? We subtract. So this is a negative, so we end up with, let's see, negative 2x. We bring down the last term, and we do the process again. What number times the first term is equal to this first term? Negative 2. Negative 2 times x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3, that's negative 6. But we're going to do what? We're going to subtract. And Chance was asking Mr. Q, so does that become, was it Chance? Does that become a positive? Yes, because now this is the negative times the negative is a positive. Same thing with this one. So these cancel, and our remainder is 0. So what would we write? This divided by this is 10x squared plus x minus 2. This is my quotient. Yes? Right here? Yeah. Yeah, but the process is the same. Just multiply it. Where at? Right here? It's 10x squared times 3. 30x squared. This one? Okay, so we're done with this, right? We bring this down, and then the question is, what number times x gives me x squared? So it's just going one at a time. Okay. All right, ready for one for yourself? All right, here we go. Copy that one. Last but not least, cautionary note. Look up to the screen. X to the fourth plus x minus 5 divided by x plus 2. What's my dividend? This one, right? Check this out. Look up, or you're going to miss it.
Hey, guys, heads up, just really quick, we have about 40 seconds before we are dismissed for the day. I just want to remind everyone, tomorrow is Friday, one day closer to Monday, second day of the week.
What do you guys notice? We need these for the place value. Since notice this one does not have the third power, the second power, the first power, you need to put those in place so like that you don't miss the placement of your polynomial. Look at the previous ones. This one had 3, 2, 1, 0. This one did not. That's why you need to add those zeros in there. What's that? Yeah, standard form, yeah. A good one, guys. Home play is on page by 330. All only. A good one. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.